Hi guys, welcome to your first week of officially learning online slash virtual at home. This class is a little bit harder to do online, but that's okay. We are flexible. We're going to learn lots this week, but I'm going to do the best I can to kind of help answer as many questions in this video as I can think of to kind of help you get started on what we're working on. Now, the first thing I want you to do is actually A, watch this video, and B, look over this class expectations. So I wrote up a document on how class is going to go virtually until at least through Christmas break. When we come back in January, when, not if, when. When we come back in January, we'll pick up wherever we left off in virtual here. But the goal is for you to have your job shadowing hours done by then. So I'm going to go through what I'm expecting you to do while we're at home and doing virtual and kind of how I'm going to structure your weeks as we move on. So, beginning every Monday, you're going to have a video like this one outlining what you're supposed to get done for the week. Okay? It's important you watch the instructional videos because they help you learn slash know what you're doing for the week. Okay? And generally, I'm going to have something for you to do. Since we've been working on the minimum wage project, we will eventually continue that. This week, I want you to finish what we started with the second part of your grocery project, which hopefully is going well. Okay? Every Wednesday, I'm going to have a discussion post in Google Classroom, and it could be over what we're learning that week. It could be a check-in saying, hey, how's it going? It could be a couple different options, but you will have a discussion post every Wednesday, and it will have a list of questions, and you'll have to respond to those questions and at least two classmates. Every Friday, there's going to be some sort of assignment due. This could be a worksheet that you've been working on throughout the week, or like this week, your grocery project. Depends on what we're working on. Unless specified, all your stuff is going to be in Google Classroom. I release all of your items on the first day of the week, so that way you have all week to do what you need to do for my class. I took a lot of online classes because I actually got my master's degree entirely online. So I did 3 years of 12 classes to make this happen for my degree. So I've done a lot of virtual learning. I'm not exactly what you call like an old hand or pro, but I can help you navigate through a lot of this because this is kind of a weird year for teaching and for learning. But we're flexible, awesome people, so we'll be fine. Um, Again, this class is just going to look a little different. I'll miss being able to discuss a lot of things with you, but hopefully we can still learn a lot while you're at home. Some basic expectations here is you're going to be expected to look at Google Classroom at least on Monday to get new stuff and know what you're doing for the week, Wednesday to answer your discussion post, and Friday to turn in assignments. As long as you turn in your assignments for the week and do your discussion post, you will be fine and counted as present throughout the week. If you don't, I will be calling to find out how you're doing and kind of help you figure out what's going on. Okay? Don't just disappear into the wind on me. Okay? I still want you guys to do well. I enjoy teaching this class, and hopefully you're learning a lot and having fun with it. I do expect you to engage in class through getting your stuff done every week. The other really important thing I want to show you is right here. It says job shadowing. All right, I highlighted it. I have lowered the amount of job shadowing hours from 30 to 15. A lot of businesses are still letting you go out and job shadow. It might not be your first choice, but pick something else that you're kind of passionate about. At one point, I thought I was going to be a librarian, so maybe you go volunteer and be at the library for 15 hours. That would have been good for me, except I'd probably get fired for reading all the books. I'm an English teacher. I mean, what do you want? I love to read, so I think that that was one of the major reasons I'm not a librarian is I would have way too much fun reading. Um, and I've also wanted to be a baker. So maybe I'd go and job shadow at a bakery for 15 hours. However, you would like to do it, please make sure that you're finding a mentor, going over the mentor packet with them. Okay. By Friday, I will probably put in Google Classroom asking for you to like, turn in a screenshot of your mentor booklet signed. Hopefully you can find a mentor by Friday. If not, it's okay. We'll deal with it as we go along. Definitely by the end of next week because we're running out of weeks for the semester. Okay? You will also be filling out those student logs. I gave you one paper copy that's double-sided, and then I'll put the actual worksheet in Google Classroom so you can turn them in a little easier each week. This week, I would like you to turn them in on Friday if you have them done, and just take a picture again, and I will grade it from there. Okay? It's going to help us both keep track of how many hours you've completed. Okay? And again, if you have questions, please let me know. I do have office hours, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 11, and 2 to 3 p.m. via Zoom. So if you have questions, please log on during those times, and I will be able to verbally answer you. We'll Zoom together, see our pretty faces. Even if you just want to chat, that's okay too. But please come and ask questions if you need me. You can also, of course, email me throughout the day. I'm definitely going to be online checking. I'll hear my computer go off, so we won't have a problem with that. Okay? Please do not just stop participating in class. Again, the at-home expectations are you are doing your work for school, you're getting assignments done, you're participating in class virtually. Okay? I'm not asking a ton for you to do because I'm sure you're going to have a bunch through other classes, but I still want you to go through these life skills with me because I think they're really important for you as you become adults, graduate, move out into the community. You're going to end up surviving on your own. So, as you've seen with grocery shopping, adulting can be kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie, and I can say that because adulting can be hard. But hopefully you're learning lots throughout this project. And please remember, I'm here for you. I generally care about what you guys are doing. I want to know how I can help you and if you get stuck. Okay, so don't just disappear on me because it's hard. We all know it's going to be hard, but ask for help, reach out. That's what your teachers are for, okay? As far as resources go, I'm going to do everything through Google Classroom just to make life easier on you, okay? So don't stress about not having worksheets or whatever. I will get it to you. Your discussion post is 40 points. So make sure you're turning those in every week. We're going to have points determined based on like what kind of worksheets you're filling out, how much stuff we're working on, things like that. You also get 20 points per log. Again, I would love it if we could get our 15 hours done by the end of Christmas break, but we'll see how it goes. We only have 2.5 weeks roughly in January to finish out the class. And so I really need you to try and get these hours done for me. Okay, so that's the general expectations. So let's go over what you're actually going to be doing this week. So one of the first things you're going to be doing is actually this discussion post. So what has been the hardest thing about the grocery project so far? Did you think that it would be as hard as this when you first started? When I first started grocery shopping on my own, really didn't think it was that hard. I can't tell you how many things I missed on my list of things you need because it's always in your mom's kitchen, like spices. Those are good. It was kind of funny. Some of the recipes, I'm like, Mom, you always had this around, and I never thought to buy it myself. Then number two is what's been the most surprising thing you've learned during the process of grocery shopping on a budget, and how might this be useful in your own life? Okay. So you're going to answer those 3 questions in your post, and then you're going to respond to 2 classmates and talk about their experiences. Okay? Then you are going to be continuing your grocery project part 2 from last week. So let's look this over a little bit better. Hopefully you started it, but if you didn't, that's okay. I'm giving you all of class time this week. Okay, so in part 1, you were given a worksheet and scenario for a single household, grocery money for the week. You had to create a meal plan for a single day based on how much you were allowed to spend on that meal while making it as healthy as you can. In part 2, you'll be managing a meal plan for a single week in the house. You must have the following in your Google Slides presentation. You need a title slide. On slide 1, you're going to outline your scenario and how much money you were allowed to spend for the week. On the following slides, you're going to need slides for all the meals for each day. This should mean a total of about 15 meals and 5 snacks. You can repeat some of the items, but try and be as diverse as possible, as many of us don't like eating the same thing over and over. Okay, so like as a single person, when you make a pan of lasagna, you're eating it for 7 days because it feeds about 7 to 8 people. Okay, so you got to think about things like that. If you buy like a package of Pop-Tarts for breakfast, not the greatest or healthiest thing to do, but if you do, you can repeat that, but try and think about like, can you really eat Pop-Tarts for breakfast 5 days straight? It's kind of hard. So think about those things when you actually do this assignment. Each slide should be titled, so like Monday breakfast, Monday lunch, Monday snack, etc. You need to have a picture of the meal you plan to make for that day. If you have the recipe, okay, so like maybe you want to do it for a snack, it's called Ants on a Log. It's a piece of celery, peanut butter, raisins on there. You can talk about like that's a simple recipe, but you should still have that listed, okay? You should have a breakdown of the cost of each meal, and if you can, the nutritional value. Sometimes it's a little hard to find. You're allowed to plan for 1 takeout meal for your week, but do be aware of your budget. You must also include pictures of what this takeout meal might look like. Please be creative and have fun with this. Okay, it's a bit of a challenge, but try your best. The last slide is you're going to write down how successful you were with your meal planning and budget. What'd you learn through the whole process? Would you be able to afford a reasonable amount of groceries living on the minimum wage of $7.25 per hour? You could even put in here of you ended up blowing your budget maybe, or you had to really go back and refigure how much money you're using because you looked at your groceries and went, whoa, I overspent. So talk about those things. Some things that you can get some bonus points on. I would use your resources. Pinterest is amazing for finding recipes, but you also have awesome people you live with. Raid mom's recipe box, or grandma's, or your auntie's, whoever, okay? They have great recipes, and you might learn how to do some like fun cooking projects during this time. If you want, you could even, for bonus points, help your parent or guardian or whoever you live with plan a week for your family, okay? Meal plan with them, go grocery shopping with them, kind of have them show you their process. My mom is a coupon fiend, so I learned couponing and saving through my mother. Not really because my teachers taught me, but hey, if you don't know how to do that, that's also a good life skill. The last thing you need to do for this grocery project, and I didn't put it here, is I want you to create a video of you presenting your meal plan. I like using Screencast-O-Matic because it's free, gives you 15 minutes to kind of be able to use, and it's, how do I want to say this? It's easy to use, and you upload it to YouTube though, so if you don't have a YouTube account, it's kind of harder. I would recommend getting a free YouTube account, or you can use Zoom and record yourself on Zoom going over your project, however you would like to do that. Okay, and this is going to be due in Google Classroom. Excuse me, sorry guys, my allergies are acting up. So that's this week's assignment. The last thing I want you to do is answer this bonus question in your grocery project private comments. What was the favorite thing you did over Thanksgiving break.